And that's a thing to be proud of. But we're also talking about some very serious business for the United States of America. I, for one, would like to raise my children in a country that is not flooded with 25 million illegal aliens. I'd like to raise my children in a country where rich and poor alike can afford to buy groceries at the grocery store because we've got common sense economic policies. I'd like to get back to having a president who unleashes American energy. We're going to drill, baby, drill when Donald J. Trump is president of the United States. And by the way, when we do that, we're going to make the cost of goods cheaper for everybody, whether they work in the energy sector or not. Think about this. If the truck driver delivering the groceries to the grocery store is paying 45% more for diesel, then all of us are going to be paying more for grocery. If the guy delivering the lumber to the job site is paying 40% more for gasoline, then all of us are going to be paying more for that new house. We have got to appreciate that energy is the foundation of the American economy, and we've got an incredible contrast here, a choice for our country to make. Do we want to go with the leadership of Kamala Harris, who is promising and in fact already has done policies that make it harder to buy oil and gas from American citizens? She wants us to buy oil and gas from tin-pot dictators all over the world. I want us to buy oil and gas from our own people in our own territory. We got plenty of it right here at home. Let's get it out of the ground and make it into useful stuff. And of course, we've got to get back to common sense economic policies that reward people who create jobs in the United States of America and reward the workers who keep our economy going. We've got to stop with the Kamala Harris approach of paying people not to work and rewarding companies that ship American jobs overseas. That doesn't make any sense. And while we're on the topic of workers, Ron, I don't know that I've ever seen a candidate in my life, even the ones who are dishonest and want to raise your taxes, they'll at least tell you that they're going to cut your taxes. Kamala Harris is the first candidate I've ever seen who goes around and says she wants to raise taxes on the American people. I've never seen anything like it. And of course, if we had an honest media, she would lose in a landslide because nobody is going to vote for Kamala Harris who wants to raise their taxes. So again, we've got to tell the truth that we want working people to keep more of their money. We're going to kick Kamala Harris and her tax-raising ways out of Washington, send her back to San Francisco because that's where Kamala Harris belongs. Now, just because of Kamala's ridiculous economic policies, it's worth taking stock of how much our fellow citizens have been suffering because we're not making good decisions. The cost of living in Wisconsin is up 20% thanks to Kamala Harris's policies. The price of groceries are up 25% thanks to Kamala Harris's policies. Credit card delinquencies are over 9% nationwide. That is a very, very high number thanks to Kamala Harris's policies. The average Wisconsinite has lost about $28,000 just since Kamala Harris took office. And that, by the way, may be the biggest tax increase of all, the hidden tax increase of unaffordability. Because when it costs you $28,000 just to afford the same stuff that you could have bought 3.5 years ago, that is making every single one of our citizens, rich and poor alike. It is making us poorer. It is making us a more impoverished country. It is making us less financially stable, and it's making American children, American parents, and American grandparents suffer. Let's get back to policies that are going to lower the cost of groceries, lower the cost of gasoline, and make the American dream affordable again. Let's get back to the leadership of Donald J. Trump. Now, of course, in Wisconsin and everywhere else, you can tell I've actually been here a lot because I'm starting to say Wisconsin. I'm getting better at it.